So this is a condenser. Continuing the lecture, this is a condenser. So this is the outlet of the condenser. So from this outlet, refrigerant goes into the expansion valve where its pressure decreases and also temperature also will decrease in the condenser and it reaches to the liquid state. This liquid refrigerant enters into the evaporator and picks up the heat from the atmosphere where temperature rises. Temperature rises and after picking up the heat from the evaporator valve, it enters into the compressor. It enters into the compressor where its temperature as well as pressure also been raised. So after entering into the compressor, so after that one, it becomes to the state of high pressure, high temperature vapor state. So vapor state is there, vapor state is there. Again this enter into this condenser. This is a circuit diagram, repeats like this condenser. So you can see this is a water pump. So water pump is used there in order to force the water into the tube-in tube type of condenser. This is a tube-in tube type of heat exchanger where water is forced into this one, water inlet temperature. This is a water outlet temperature. You can see water outlet after the heating of the after getting heat from the refrigerant. This is a refrigerant. After getting heat from the refrigerant, so water gets heated up. So after water gets heated up and flows into the flow control valve. This is a flow control valve. This is off condition. This is on condition. Enters into the tank. So we will get hot water here. This is a temperature output of the hot water thermocouple. T outlet. This is a T inlet, cold water temperature. So difference in temperature gives the heat pump, effect of the heat pump. See, you can see here readings starting from, this is a voltmeter reading, ammeter reading for calculating the energy input to the compressor. Energy meter reading, if you are running for 1 hour, 2 hour, energy meter shows. So this is a thermocouple reading. This is a thermocouple reading, PT100. So we can see step by step. So first starting from 1. See thermocouples first starts from compressor inlet. So T1 you can see this is a T1. So T1 is compressor inlet temperature. This is a compressor inlet temperature of the refrigerant 33.5 degrees centigrade. So next T2 is compressor outlet temperature 81.2. So here see temperature has been raised after compression. And also you can see simultaneously pressure also been raised here, high pressure. Now T2 is temperature outlet of the compressor. Next T3 is temperature inlet refrigerant. So this is refrigerant. So this is the evaporator inlet temperature. T3 is evaporator inlet temperature. So this is evaporator inlet temperature of the refrigerant 21.6. So evaporator is fan. Next T4. T4 is condenser outlet temperature of the refrigerant. T4 is 42.2 degrees centigrade condenser outlet temperature of the refrigerant. You can see there is a huge difference is there. T4 condenser outlet temperature. So after the condenser outlet temperature you can see temperature has been decreased. Here you can see this is also evaporator inlet temperature of the refrigerant. This is evaporator inlet temperature. So evaporator inlet temperature, this is condenser outlet temperature. So here is condenser outlet temperature in the water. This is a condenser. Condenser is there. Condenser water temperature of the water. So this outlet temperature of the water is 46.0 degrees centigrade. Next T6 is water inlet temperature. You can see water inlet temperature is 33.4 and water outlet temperature is 46 like that something. So we are getting a desired effect of the heat pump. This is a heat pump. So here is pressures are there. So this is a discharge pressure compressor outlet. You can see here it is having a 20 kg per centimeter square or 260 or 270 pascals. Outlet pressure of the compressor outlet. This is an inlet compressor pressure. So we are getting up to 6.8 kg per centimeter square or 96 pascals. And these are the valves, pressure cutoff valves, high pressure cutoff valve and low pressure cutoff valve.